community. This is Raul Pulido, a real estate broker here in the city of Burlingame. And today I'm gonna go to the most affordable, historically most affordable neighborhood in Burlingame. I hope to enjoy. I will show you, I will walk around the houses. I will analyze prices over time. I will also show you schools, ratings, do some shooting of a few areas, and just kind of presenting my point of view, the good size, the not that good size of this neighborhood. I hope you enjoy it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Every single week we have an update on Burlingame. If you live in Burlingame or if you are planning to come here to the peninsula, I think you will enjoy these videos. Just click here, and every single week we have a new update on Burlingame, housing market in Burlingame. I hope you enjoy. Thank you, and let's start. So I will show you. So these are the neighborhoods for Burlingame. Some of them are big, some of them are very, very small, just few streets, but practically. So what I want to show you today, this is the Burlingame Village. This has been historically the most affordable area in Burlingame to buy a house. Let me show you a few data. So this is Burlingame Village. I took data from 2012 until just practically now 2022. And you'll see average, this is the average sales price for single family homes. We are not talking about condos. We are not talking about duplexes, just single family homes, has been around $1.5 million. That was 10 years ago, kind of the average one. If we actually change it to, let's just put, for instance, past 5 years. Let's generate this one. Okay, let's see. So we still have Burlingame Village, but getting closer in the past 5 years, closer to $2 million for a house average price. And let's try the 3 years. Oh, let's do year to date. So 2022. Let's generate this one so you can have a better idea. And in this one, so we will see that for this year, Burlingame Village has a little bit overpriced slightly. So we are looking at prices a little bit closer to $2 million, a little bit beyond. And Burlingame Gardens has decreased. I'm going to go with Burlingame Village because historically, Burlingame Village has the most affordable houses in the area. And where is located this one? Let me show it to you. So this is me. Okay, let's see this one. I think it's going to be better. So we have here the beautiful, beautiful Bay Area. So Burlingame, it's very small. Remember, only 31,000 people around here. And this is practically Burlingame. So we have here, this is another city, Millbrae, right here. All this is going to be Burlingame. All this ending around here. Let me show you. So I'm going to be focusing more here. We have a big hospital around here. And this is it. So this is Burlingame Village, the area we are going to visit today. So what is affecting home values, or if you are looking to buy a house around here, what do you have to take into account? So this is a very busy street. This is called El Camino. This is manufacturing, offices, uses. So you have some noise coming from there, but especially the train. So Caltrain, we have here the BART connecting to Caltrain going to the south. And so you have noise from here. You have noise from here. This is all industries, and you have noise from here. So you are kind of surrounded. What is the good size about this one? That you have everything. You have the hospital, you have a shopping center, you have stores, you have Safeway, you have access to 101, you have access to the airport, it's just right here. You have access. So this is one of the best locations in Burlingame. So how long have you been living here?
About 5 years.
Why? So Burlingame houses are very expensive. So why it's worthy to buy a house in Burlingame?
Well, Burlingame has good very good public schools, has a very good location, right, in terms of proximity to the airport, proximity to the city, proximity to the bay. The community is really good, right? It's clean, it's very safe. Burlingame downtown is one of the best in the bay. And just I think there's just many, and then proximity to the train station, proximity to the highways, so it makes a lot of sense. It's just like the vibe here.
Yeah, me too. I live here in Burlingame. I can tell you, I really love Burlingame. And so Burlingame has different neighborhoods. This is Burlingame Village. What makes so special this neighborhood? I mean, you live here, you have been living here in the past 5 years. So why did you choose to buy here in Burlingame Village?
Well, I can come up with many reasons, but one simple reason is it's a house that we could afford at the time, and also the proximity to this village park. We really like the park. We had a small daughter when we moved in a growing family, so proximity to the park was somehow it ended up being a very good decision, just how much we've used this park. And in addition to everything else that I mentioned about Burlingame, and this maps to the public school here, which is very good. The neighborhood itself is great. At the time, it was one of the more affordable neighborhoods. It was still expensive, but it was still more affordable. And again, I think it's increased a lot, but I still think it's one of the relatively lesser. And I think because the size of the houses are smaller here.
Yes. This is why I am doing this video, because historically Burlingame Village is the most affordable place to buy a house in Burlingame. That's why I am doing this video. So sir, final question. So I used to work, my office used to be next to the tracks. So you are very close to the tracks, the trains. So how much does it bother you to be just close to the tracks?
Not at all, actually. The tracks don't bother us at all. In fact, I think this location is fine. This is not any different than many other neighborhoods in Burlingame where you will also hear the train. Right?
Correct.
So
yes.
I don't think that's any much worse than other parts of Burlingame. I would say the airport is the same issue. Right? I mean, during times when the weather is really bad, you hear flights taking on and off closer because they change the route. That's the only time we get some disturbance, but that's very, very rare.
So as you can see, some of the this is one of the streets. Pretty much everything is really beautiful. Most of the houses has been remodeled over time. As I was telling you, many of these houses are probably 70, 80 years old, but with a lot of remodeling throughout the years. Let me show you something about El Camino Real. El Camino Real is the translation for the way or the road of the king. Remember, the king of Spain. Mexico was conquered by Spain, and this California used to be a territory of Mexico until 1848. So on El Camino Real, this part of the village, something they have very nice is that there is a distance. See, you don't have houses just next to the road. Actually, you have a very good space, and all El Camino Real is full of this beautiful eucalyptus. It's just full. We're talking about probably 300 or 200 years eucalyptus. See how big this is. So this is really, really, really huge. So just a quick question. How happy are you of living here from 0 to 10?
Oh man, I think probably like a 9.
You?
A 9.
And what is the thing that you like the most about Burlingame Village?
The people.
Yeah, the people, community.
It's a great community.
This is probably, you have been the 10 person, like 9-10 people I've been talking to. I am very impressed. This is the first time I am kind of interviewing people, and every single person say the people. Like, so what is the thing you don't like about Burlingame Village? It could be anything.
There's a few little things. We're in between El Camino and the train. We don't get a lot of train noise because we're closer to the El Camino side, but there is a little bit of that. And then, I mean, honestly, it's kind of consistent with everywhere right now, where there's a lot of construction going on. A lot of houses that are not fully finished, that are just fixed, and just some of them are taking longer than others.
I actually don't agree with that. I think it's quiet, especially coming from where we used to live. It's a very quiet neighborhood. The noise does not bother me. I think it's more just like in the village, there's less of those mature trees, like when the trees are
Yes.
So like this strip and where we live, I wish that there was more
Or there's like a few feet off
trees.
the curb here of grass or
Yeah.
trees or any kind of anything.
Yeah,
to kind of
but I
line the
think it's
street.
really quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, this Burlingame Village, I think I would rate it a very good place to live. However, there are two things that I will consider. One, it's noise. There is kind of acceptable from my point of view. Second one, there are many posts, electric posts like this one that you are looking at. So you have tons of cables everywhere. In a city that is very expensive, this is just my point of view, we should have a better kind of looking of these things, probably a better post or under the earth, something like that, because I mean, this is kind of Spain, you cannot see it very well, but this is actually vending over these houses. We are talking about few blocks of residential, and this is the last street of the neighborhood. Just we have El Camino, and in front we have a hospital, and to the right of the hospital, I'm gonna show it to you, that's another neighborhood, but it's a Burlingame Plaza with a lot of restaurants and different stores. Now I'm gonna be heading towards some where the police station is and other businesses. I'm gonna give you my point of view about this neighborhood. I will say it's one of the most affordable ones. What is the good size? The good size of this of buying around here? I would say it's a very functional, convenient location, peaceful, very peaceful neighborhood. You don't have a lot of cars passing by all the time. Also, the school system. Elementary school, your children can actually go using their bikes. It's just 2 minutes away driving, 7 minutes walking. It's a 91 out of 100. Middle school also very close by. They can go using bikes, they can go walking, or 3 minutes away. It's a 94 over 100. And the high school is a little bit farther. That's 5-6 minutes driving, and it's also 94. So we have a very school system. We have excellent location. You can go using public transportation to everywhere. Houses are beautiful. Most of them have been remodeled. Neighborhoods, I've been walking around, very kind, very peaceful. I've been talking to a few people. They don't want to be recorded, but they have expressed that they have been living here. It's a nice area. We have the police station just next to here. So many checkpoints for good things about this neighborhood, Burlingame Village. Downsides or the bad points is still expensive. The cheapest single family home around here probably is gonna be the cheapest one, $1.7 million, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. So from my point of view, if you have the budget, that's a very good choice. If you don't want to be spending $2.5-3 million to live around here, I will choose something around here, Burlingame Village, one of the most affordable places in Burlingame. And that's something really interesting. There are not a lot of like investment properties, which give us a lot of so the streets are very clean. We don't have highly congested, full of cars streets. We don't have a lot of noise. Clean, see, all the pretty much all the streets are very clean, as you can see here. So I really like very much. So there is a proud of ownership all around here. People are happy. I will say from 0 to 10, I will say if you can, just go for it, buy a house around here.